Welcome to the greatest show on Earth, where we take a look at some of the greatest, most disgusting, strangest things and freaks you've ever seen. Today, we're looking at conjoined twins. They're conjoined between asshole and dick. Legend says that they survive on vapors through the mouth, through the nose, and that the juice that they steam in their pots for this consists of lead paint and cocaine. No conclusive study has been done on these creatures, so without getting a hold of one directly, we may never know. So it's up to you, dear viewer, after watching, to let us know. What do you think about these legends, these stories, these conspiracy theories about this creature? Welcome to that time of the month. All right. We're here.
What's up?
Welcome, ladies.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited to be here.
Oh yeah.
Excited?
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I am more than happy to have you.
Awesome.
Welcome, Dottie. Let's do
Tonight,
this.
it's gonna be a really fun night. I'm really looking forward to the shredding that's about to take place.
Well, I mean, allegedly, we don't know.
Allegedly, yeah.
Let me just
it's
show
all alleged.
the entirety of the meats, all of the meat details. There we go. We're good.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun.
I'm excited. I'm just gonna move this down here. Whoop whoop. So you got this lovely slideshow playing on the side too.
Yeah, I think so. We're still not visible on the screen though, but that's fine. It's okay.
Oh, good. I'm working on that. That'll take me a second. It should be there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now it's there.
There.
Gotta love it. Llama drama ding dong.
I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. I'll be visible in a second, just as I make this adjustment, because we need to. There is no reason for me to actually be in here. I can just come in on my camera. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit more narrow so we can cut me right out. There we go. Meats is weird like that, where whoops. It'd be nice if remove tile. Oh, there we go. I got rid of me. That's so much better. Oh, there we go. There was some absolute fun, crazy nonsense going on Twitter the past couple of days. What do you guys think of that?
Some people have too much time on their hands, and they have nothing better to do in their life. They feel, let me dissect them a little bit. They feel so out of control in their real lives that they want to seek some control, and they come on internet, and then they get that feeling of control by bashing down on other people.
Right.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's almost like there's so many theories, there's so many ideas that float around that it could be anything. It could be anything.
Yeah, you get me, right? You know what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to. There's no way for us to know what the true motivation is. It could be donos for vape juice, but it also could be something along the lines of they gain their power of immortality. There's no real way to know, right?
Yeah,
right.
We don't know who they are. I'm actually the way they were talking about cremation and stuff. I'm just thinking, is it really them, or is it someone who's stolen someone else's identity and
like Unirock's not actually Unirock?
Yeah,
he's not the Unirock we know and once loved, because that's a thing.
Yeah, the way
Knew
he
and loved when?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. yeah, the way he talks so nonchalantly about someone's death, their pet, about cremation costs. Like it seems like they're removed from death and what like all that comes the emotions that come with death, you know. It's quite evident that it's not our old beloved Unirock anymore.
Now that's quite the theory. That's quite the what could it be? This is my vape, by the way. I hope you guys liked my opening. Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
you've got this interesting and bizarre sort of situation where you have these people that essentially, I mean, do we know for a fact that Menace to Sobriety and not only is A, an actual person, not just somebody else, right? Or B, actually it doesn't live in like, I don't know, a shack outside of Jason's house? Do we know?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any evidence whatsoever that demonstrates that that Menace to Sobriety is even actually of age, for all we know.
Oh shit, you mean
I mean, Unirock could be butt buddies with somebody. Yeah, Unirock could be butt buddies with somebody underaged, for all we know. Right? I mean, we're just asking the question, right? I mean, he acts in a way that's immature enough to be indicative of his mental state or mental age or physical age, and we've never seen him, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Never.
He could just be a high schooler with a low voice, or he's using a voice modulator. We don't know. We're just asking.
Exactly. You know what? I'm sure that they're using a voice modulator because, come to think of it, the way they like miss, you know, most of the things that they tweet themselves, it looks like it's a child, like it's under someone minor. It feels like that. You know?
Uni should be careful then,
You
because
don't have
like
to believe me.
you can get in some serious trouble if you're fraternizing with a minor.
On internet. Oh shit.
Like that's no good. That is we
I
got a
never-
super chat.
I'm so worried for that kid now.
We got a super chat for Tiny Dancer XOX for 2 that says Chess, you're babylicious. Oh, thanks. With the monkey face.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks. I have to double check to make sure I didn't miss any super chats because I was doing my shtick at the beginning. But yeah, I mean, there's should maybe somebody get in touch with like the local high schools around Menace? I mean, Unirock should probably be putting his information out so that way we can do like maybe some kind of like wellness check on him, maybe get in touch with his parents because like that's not safe.
No, that's
Absolutely.
not safe at all. Like
And like you've seen the way he treats him, right? Yeah, he could be grooming.
Oh,
my.
shit. Now, come to think of it, yeah, like we have to make sure this kid's all right, and his parents really need to like check that system out, because put him in a lockdown, man. Seriously.
Well, I mean, parental controls are a thing, but what are you supposed to do? Right? Like we don't know. We're just asking the question. And like if he's getting into some kind of illicit drugs with a minor,
Yeah, because
like,
we always see Jason like smoking something. Like we hear him smoking something on his periscopes, right?
yeah,
What
we hear,
else
we
it
see,
can
we
be?
know. We don't know what's in that, right? We don't know where he's
Yeah,
getting
we
it from.
don't.
We know, like I feel like his donors. There are people that are coming out to ask these questions, and he's just not answering them, right? So these people are funding whatever he's smoking. They have a right to know what's in his juice stick.
And whether their funds are going into grooming a minor.
Yeah,
They have a right to
absolutely. Because like
You know?
I wouldn't want to be funding somebody who's doing something like this. Like I mean, we just don't know, and like clearly these are things that they need to answer for. Claire Bear's right. The community
community is
wants
asking for
answers.
Answer.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
And there's
how
reasons
easy
to
it
be
is.
asking these questions. You can tell just
There
via
are.
the behavior, right? It's so erratic that we're just asking.
Yeah, like, and also like we haven't heard from Unirock's girlfriend in a long time.
Oh,
isn't it? Or their
Unirage.
partner.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
it's-
I last I heard, I you don't have to believe me. You can go and check it out yourself. Like, I think allegedly there was a case of domestic violence against him. Like,
Oh.
what?
So if there's like a domestic violence case from forever ago with Uni, then how do we know that Unirage is even okay if nobody's heard from her in such a long period of time?
Right.
OPT lawyer for 5 says, does that mean Uni's content should be marked made for children? Oh, not if he's grooming.
No.
You don't want to give him access to more children if that was the case.
Yeah. It's like under 18. There should be an under 18 warning. Yeah. And come to think of it, come to that, like, we haven't heard from Rhetoric for a long time. We have a history with someone of domestic violence. Is she alright? The community is asking questions. They have a right to know. They're giving their money to this dude. Like, why doesn't she come on? She isn't active on Twitter also anymore, if I'm not wrong.
I mean, I haven't seen her on Twitter, and I put the question out there, but nobody's been able to answer for me. I mean, obviously the only thing that Unirock ought to do in this case is to give us his personal information, tell maybe a third party where he lives, so that way somebody can do a welfare check and call the cops just to make sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's only fair to make sure that Unirach is okay. Like, we don't know. We haven't seen hide nor hair of her, right?
Well, I have been sent information. People who have done tons of research. And you know what? I found out that Underaged doesn't exist.
Wait, no.
What?
No, she's not real. She's not real. It's his mother talking in the background.
That's crazy.
He lives in her basement. Provably, in my opinion.
Oh. So if he wait, so does that mean does that mean he's in a relationship with his mom?
No, I think he's just too lazy to work.
Honestly.
Okay. He lives in the basement, you know.
But I mean, we don't know he doesn't.
I mean, where did that dog come from all of a sudden? That dog wasn't there before, was it? I never seen it. All of a sudden, poof, there's a dog
cat
on a couch and a cat.
If anybody in the chat has any questions, tag me with what your question is. One of them says, as a community member, I wonder if Jason is a dog kicker. I've heard from sources he hates small dogs and threatens them. We deserve answers.
We need to do a wellness check on all the neighbors around Jason to make sure that their dogs are alright, you know?
Yeah.
We have to do something like that.
Well, guess what? I have provable evidence on video that it's a fact. He tried to kick it like a football. And he said he knew Nujitsu. And he was going to kick the dog's butt.
So no doubt.
How does Uni know Nujitsu? Is he like...
Is that maybe what the funding is going towards? These people are funding for him to be able to get better and better at...
A dojo or whatever?
A dojo?
A dojo. Goes to Mr. Miyagi? Teach him the ways?
Well, no, because you know what that means, right? If that's the case, if that's the case that he's been taking lessons in fighting and he has a domestic violence old case, and Unirach has disappeared, and he's living with his mom who might be under threat, and there's a dog there, and we know he's threatened dogs in the past.
Yes, he has. We have provable evidence.
That means these people are... That means his donors, the people that are donating to him, are funding for him to be violent towards animals. We saw how he talked about Dexter. He thinks that going to the vet... Well, he thinks that going to the vet is an excessive cost, that you shouldn't be taking animals to the vet.
So I am not worried about the animals around him. Like, we've heard a dog in the past. We also now hear a cat. Like, what's going on with that cat? Is that cat all right? Does it have I really hope that cat does not have any diseases and any infections, and it's all doing all right. Like, seriously. And like, thinking about all this, like, is this even Jason? Like, is this someone who is pretending, who's stolen the identity of Jason and is living with his mom in the basement and pretending? Does Unirach know whether Jason is real or not?
Oh, like, so there's a whole other person named Jason who actually exists out there in the real world, and then there's some guy who's on the internet who's stolen his identity and pretending to be him. Is he living with the real Jason's mom, or is that his mom?
Oh, the possibilities are endless.
Oh my god.
Wow. God. Like, what else it can be? Like, he he has a domestic violence.
Well, I mean,
like,
clearly
in
he'd
his
be able
record.
to clear this all up instantaneously, but he doesn't seem to. These questions have been going around, and questions like this have been going around on Twitter for over a day, and he hasn't, like, he has my details on Skype, and I haven't received any of the facts or the evidence, and he hasn't provided anything to me about any of this. And we do know he ran or he helped push and fund for that fraudulent scam fundraiser for that thief, right? That guy that stole $10,000, and he was saying that, hey, you know what, missing $10,000 is traumatizing. So like he's going around, and he was all part of that, and we haven't seen a damn thing.
Yeah, how do we know that the
receipts.
receipt we saw is a real receipt? Number one, they showed a receipt of some sort. I don't know if it's a real receipt, because we know the guy he was like, the guy he was supporting for that fundraiser and the fundraiser, he's known to forge documents in the past. So how do we know that that receipt was not forged?
Well, and he straight up just
know?
disappeared, right?
Yeah, and what happened to the rest of the money? Like, there was like $1,000 or more on top of that retainer fee. Like, and how do we know they both haven't shared the money? They didn't like bully the lawyer to return the money because the lawyer went off the case by their own omission, and they didn't like bully the lawyer to return the money, and then they split it amongst themselves. Or
That could be like she didn't
so.
she didn't drop the case like on ethical grounds necessarily. She dropped the case because they bullied her to drop the case so they could keep the money and split it.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, how would we know, right?
Yeah, we
I mean,
don't
donors deserve to know where that money went, right? They're just asking
Yeah.
these are
they do.
legitimate questions.
yes,
And bigger
the donors, they've-
YouTubers have noticed.
yeah.
Yes,
And,
they have.
I've had like people contacting me DMing me on Twitter, like they're coming to me and they said, "Hey, we donated to this person's fundraiser, and I don't believe the receipt is real." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So, are you telling me that the retainer never went to the lawyer, or did they like bully the lawyer to return the money? Like, what else it can be? I'm just asking.
I mean,
Like,
if we
you
don't
get
have
me, right? You get
if
me.
if we don't have proper like scripts of where that money went, how are we ever supposed to know? We got a couple super
know what?
chats. One Art Angel for 9.99 says, because it's been so long. Well, thank you so much. I promise I won't spend it on vape. Macabre for 5 says, Dan Chesh, your hair looking great. Oh, thanks. Thank you. And Tiny Dancer for 2 said, if you're a Uni hater, I jumped. No, come back. If you're a hater of Uni and you know it, clap your hands.
You gotta sing it. Sing it.
If you're a hater of Uni and you know it, clap your hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
the delay.
It's all right.
Who knows how many
what?
times we only saw him and that Chihuahua dog on one scope. We don't have no idea how many times he's interacted with that dog.
Exactly.
Did he kill
For
that
how-
dog? Is that dog dead?
Well, he.
If
he
it
said
hasn't
he was
been
gonna kick
back.
him like a football. I haven't seen him.
Oh, yeah, that can
How
kill a
do we
dog in
know?
an instant, man.
Right?
Seriously.
Especially as dog
You know
of that
what? We need
size.
an investigation. We'll
Yes.
get our investigators into this. We'll
The
get our
public
investigators.
needs to know. They deserve an answer.
Well, if he doesn't tell
Yeah.
us, if he doesn't like come clean about where he lives, I mean, Steve is comfortable with everybody knowing where he lives, and so why wouldn't?
Yeah.
So people have been able to investigate him however they want. So Uni shouldn't have a problem telling everybody what his address is, so that way we can just double check to make sure that there hasn't been any dogs found dead in the area.
Exactly.
Yeah. And how many? Like, not just one dog. We know he hates small dogs. How many small dogs are there in his, where he lives, and how many he has kicked? Oh my lord.
And
We
how
will get our
many
investigators
periscopes
into
he
this.
does each day, and how many walks he takes each day. Multiply that by how many dogs are in the area, by the number of days in a week, by the number of weeks in a year. Oh my God, the possibilities are endless.
That's a lot
In
of
one
dogs.
whole month, he did 80 periscopes minimum. So we know he's kicked at least 50 times. Either
He
one
could
dog
be
or
a
multiple
serial
dogs.
dog punter.
Well, that's what Mr. Serious is asking. Is Uni a serial dog abuser? The community needs answers. Yeah, I care about
Yeah, we need
animals.
answers.
Animals are friends. Animals deserve to be treated well, and we're
tell,
people.
bro.
We're responsible for those animals. And so, if Uni can't be trusted around animals, and he's living with a cat or a dog, and there's cat and dogs in his area, I mean, realistically, he should probably be on some kind of list. Let alone with his pet Menace, who's clearly being abused.
Yeah, I'm worried about his pet Menace.
Definitely neglect, at the very
Cute
least.
Menace, seriously. Yeah.
Because you can't buy dog food for a dog. You can't. You cannot use money for that. So, but one night, maybe what happens if he runs out of dog food? What happens to the dog?
Oh,
Or
Letty,
is that just a conspiracy?
right? Letty brings up a decent point. There was that one day where Uni just did not tweet or stream or anything for a whole day. So Letty's asking, when he didn't post for that day, did he go to North Carolina to go be with Kyle?
Oh.
Is he carrying Kyle's child?
Is he
And
bi?
does he owe Kyle child support? I mean, I'd be careful. Kyle has a dog.
So he likes boys? Is that what we're saying? Jason likes boys? Ooh. That's a good thing.
I mean, that's good. That's good
But
for
I'm
him.
worried
I
for Kyle
applaud.
also with the domestic violence record that Uni has, I'm very worried for him also now.
Yeah, the lawyer cost. Justin brings up a good point. The lawyer cost was $5,000, and the GoFundMe got $6,050. And we don't even know if all of that money actually went to that lawyer or not. We don't know if those screenshots are real. That needs to be verified.
Right. We have no receipts. They have shown us.
You know what?
No receipts.
Yeah, we'll put those screenshots of that receipt in our in our disk, and we'll get our forensic experts to have a look at those.
Oh
Yes.
man,
and then we'll let you know.
Yeah, no, you guys are absolutely right. Like this is absolute insanity. Like this is crazy.
The authorities must be contacted
Yes.
about this
Yes.
fraudulent behavior.
Oh no!
Oh, and it's a behavior. It's a pattern.
Contact authorities, and there are investigations going on. I got people in my DMs telling me that.
Oh my god, Negative Exponents has the best point. No, Negative Exponents, you are 100% correct. Look at this. Come on, this is nuts. Just provide proper accounting for the fundraiser. Exactly, Uni. And Kyle,
right?
where are the proper accounting for the fundraiser? Where's the proper accounting for the books from Non Sequitur? Where is this? You pushed it. You're responsible for it. You pushed it after you knew. Where's the proper accounting for this fundraiser? Negative Exponents, yo.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. You nailed
catch,
it.
dude.
Nail on head.
Yes, girl.
This is insane. He's right. This is absolutely crazy.
This is crazy. This is so crazy. Like, we have someone with domestic violence record. We have someone who hates dogs, especially dogs.
Yes.
Like, who hates dogs, That's something it's really wrong with someone who hates dogs, And then,
Remember
you don't even
all the
know.
things he makes about women? He also hates women. Look what he's done
Yeah.
to Radiant Brit and Eyeshadow Allen, who had nothing to do with nothing, and he went and picked on them with Kyle.
Well, we know for a fact.
Like,
He
went
says
after
that.
Rachel Ard.
He says that in pretty much everything, right? That he's got a psychological problem, and he's got a psychological problem with women and women of power. Like, I wonder how that affects Uniroch, because she wasn't. I don't recall her being a pushover. Maybe that's why he needed to learn ninjutsu.
Yeah.
Well, Uniroch has to shovel snow because Uni is he's
mom?
a war vet. He's disabled, you guys.
Do we have any
Okay,
confirmation of that? Because I don't recall seeing any confirmation that he's actually
No,
through the
neither do I,
VA, nor that he was ever actually in. I've heard that his gloves and his hat. I'm just asking questions about this because he's constantly seen wearing them. I think they might. I don't necessarily think this, but I mean it's possible, and we're just looking for answers. Since we're asking these questions, we should get to know, but. Are they attached? Like, are they just like it's not actually a glove? That's actually just his hand.
Ah, interesting.
Have we ever seen his hands without them on?
I haven't.
Yeah. Are they his real hands? Like, do they even work? Like, do they work good enough for Uniroch? And so and also, how do we know that it wasn't his mom who was shoveling that snow? How disgusting you have to be to let your mom work when you're sitting around the house and just high on something no one knows what it is.
Well, I mean, for all we know, he needs to get.
Are donating to.
Well, for all we know, with his issues with women, he might be like attacking his mom's pets, and he can only do it when she's outside. So he makes excuses for her to have to be outside, so that way he can punt dogs like they're footballs.
Yeah, and the cats. Like, we see that sometimes he's like, oh, he's not allowed. He talks about his cat that way. Oh, he's not allowed here. Why would you let a cat come near you? Why?
I mean, he's clearly like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like the way he sits and the way he kind of sits, he's got to have a hunchback going on, right? So that would be part of his VA bills, but this is something that he's doing to himself. This isn't a cause. So wouldn't that be fraud on the VA in that case? I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm not even...
Like, do we even know that this guy, is he really disabled? Number one, is he really disabled? Is he really part of the, like, VA? We haven't seen any receipts for that. Jason, the community is asking for answers, man.
Well, I mean, people are supporting you based on this, right?
Answers.
They deserve to know what's going on with their money. Exploratory Minds for 5 said, I knew this was going to be too good to miss. This is already genius. Damn, I love you people. Oh, thanks.
Oh, we love you back. And we have another one, I think so, for 6.66 pounds from Slice Parkane. I want to know where Uni's £50.59 in Patreon went. Donators have the right to know. Yeah, right, you know? It's like, we saw those receipts. How do we know they're real?
Has anybody ever seen...
Where did that money go?
Has anybody ever seen Uni ever give money back when asked for a refund?
No. He never gave me my money back when he kicked me out of the Discord when I was a member on his channel. He never refunded me for my membership.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Negative Exponent, again, back with a great point. Apparently, this information is out there. So, like, then Uni has no... Good, great, fantastic. I'm glad the information is out there. Uni can come on, he can message me on Skype, and he can give me that information, and I can just relay it to you guys. Like I said, I'm just relaying what the information that people have been sending to me, right? I'm just here to provide it to you guys, and you guys can make up your own minds. Macabre for 5 says, is it true that Uni likes to... Pugs? I heard that's why he buddied up with Kyle for that pug. Some sources told me that caught Uni. Oh my god. No way. There's no way. That's crazy. That's crazy.
This has gone way too far, man. We'll get our investigators, we'll get our photo forensics, we'll get everyone on our team into this, and we'll get the authorities involved. And I already know that there are a few investigations going on anyway in the background, so we'll provide all that we have in our desk to the investigators, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
And very shortly we'll have answers.
I'm not sure he's not a lizard person.
I don't know, you know, it's like the way he flipped last year, it almost feels like it's a lizard person. It's not our beloved Jason, aka Unirock, anymore. He was such a nice guy, man. He used to listen to people. He used to absorb stuff. Yeah, he used to make 9-hour-long stream. Yeah, I know. That was one of... And he stopped doing that. He stopped doing those long streams also. And I'm just wondering what's going on. Like, listen, one, I don't know if it's really Jason, aka Unirock, anymore. And number two, how do we know it's not a lizard person? How do we know that? What else it can be? You get me? You know, where I'm coming from, right?
No, I don't know any human being that behaves in this way. I mean, it could be that he's just all part of the Illuminati, for all we know. I mean...
Yeah.
Like, how do we know he's not part of the Illuminati? Monica for 5 says, Chesh, you look gorgeous. Thank you. Loving this funny Uni memes. Thank you.
Or, what about Scientology?
Oh
no. Yeah,
Man,
that's why he sounds so robotic, you know?
Exactly.
That's what they do. They take the life out of your eyes.
Negative Exponent says he has this information, but for some reason he hasn't sent it to us. He's offering to send it people in the chat, but he hasn't sent us anything.
He did?
Yeah.
Then why do you back off, Uni, after that? You offered it and then you backed off. That's not good. People deserve to know. People who especially are members of your channel and who donate to you, who donated to Kyle, they all need to see the receipts, and they all need to have you need to be accountable to them. You need to be accountable to the community you're part of. You get me, Uni? You should do that. And you need to put your birth certificate also forward so we actually know that you're Unirock, aka Jason. Because at this point,
we don't know.
We don't know. And I think you're not. Simple.
I mean, it's not impossible. People steal other people's identity. For all we know.
All the time. And they forge stuff. And this guy, who who we think is Unirock. He was supporting someone who forged stuff, provably.
Provably.
Yeah.
Because his crack team of coders was all over it.
Yeah, and so he was supporting someone who was forging. How do we know that Unirock also did not forge stuff in the return? Like this guy pretending to be Unirock didn't forge stuff, certificates, birth certificates, VA letters and stuff to get the, to take over our friends, VA benefit and stuff.
Well, considering that we know for a fact that Uni has because he's told us, right? So let's give him some charity and assume that what he says is true about having such a good group of investigators in his Discord. Well, then we know that like for all we know, where are those people coming from? Who are those people? We don't know anything about these people. So he's got this great group, but we don't know anything about them. We don't have any, we don't know who any of them are. We have no idea at all. So what makes them qualified? What ways are they using to get this information? Because in some cases there's illegal ways of getting people's information. And so if they're going around getting all this information, how do we know that the way they're doing that is through legitimate means, right? Well, these are questions that the community deserves to know, especially since they're funding it. So where's the credentials?
Yeah, Unirock, you need to really, really answer the community. The community is asking questions. They're here to support you, man, and they have been supporting you through thick and thin. They deserve to know the answers. They deserve to have the certificates, the receipts, the proof. And as Jess said, she's online on Skype, and you offered to present that evidence, and then you backed off. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I got my stuff's open to him. He can I'm on his side. I just want to hear his side of the story. I want to help him if he needs to get his name cleared on all these allegations and all these, and he wants to get this information out there to his supporters and to the people. I can help him do that. All he needs to do is reach out to me. And there's like a multitude of ways he can do that. He's got me on Skype. He can send me his Skype information. He can send me all of this, and I'll help him clear it right up. I'm not biased here. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm on his side, if anything, to get this all cleared up. Res for 50 says, Menace to sobriety and Uni are fraudulent shitheads? Say it ain't so. Also, desk banging Chesh is best Chesh. Damn it!
Thanks, Rez. That's so kind of you.
But yeah, let's go back to Menace, right? Because we don't know who this guy is. We don't know what credentials he has. We don't know if he's an adult. We don't know anything about this person. So, Uni's got this potential kid going out and doing dirty work on YouTube for him. And, based on what? I kind of think that he might be super duper tiny person because his screenshots are so teeny tiny.
Yeah.
That explains it. Look at that connection.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Shesh. His screenshots are small, really tiny. So that's a very logical conclusion that he's a tiny person.
I mean, it makes sense for Uni too, right?
It's a minor.
I mean, it makes tiny.
We know it's a minor.
It makes sense for Uni too, because he was having trouble understanding that you can change font sizes. So obviously it's because he's super teeny tiny.
Right.
Exactly.
He could be even smaller than me.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, looking at how they can't recognize small fonts and the larger fonts, but you can. So it's someone who is not only smaller than you, but probably has a smaller emotional range and brains too. So it's definitely an adult can't have such small emotional, and intelligence, range. So yeah, it's definitely a minor, and I'm so worried that Uni's got his claws around this kid, and it will be too late, and this kid to do. We don't know.
Well, he could, for all we know, if he's going around slandering people, he could be having this kid commit crimes depending on how he's getting this information. Right? Peter Harrington says, I heard that there could be some kind of issues with the vehicle situation in the police. Oh my god. And Letty says that vapes are 18 plus in a lot of places now. Is he promoting dangerous habits to young people? Why won't he answer these questions? He's harming the minds and bodies. Yeah, his streams don't have that 18 plus thing on them.
No, they don't have that warning at all. And they're we already know there's a potential minor. Menace who's watching these streams? How do we not know that they're not all the other members to his streams are not kids, and those kids are not stealing their parents' credit card information to pay Jason, and he hasn't asked them to do that in his desk? How do we know that? How do
realistically, only
we
a child, only a child would have such like a wild imagination, if we're gonna put it nicely.
Exactly.
Like, this is not
they're so creative. Kids are creative, man.
Yeah.
And you look at the time frame most of the tweets come from. That's right in the late afternoon after he's done with his homework. That gives us further evidence that this is a minor.
Yeah.
Oof.
When parents go to sleep, they're done with their dinner, they're done with their evening homework, and and everybody's getting ready to sleep. This kid is probably sneaking downstairs on his parents' computer and using his parents' credit card to pay Jason.
He thinks we think that he lives with his mom.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Oh, yeah. That's why the kids might be empathizing with him, or they might see a version of themselves, future versions of themselves in this guy, Unirock, and they may be like, yeah, I'll help this guy because then in future someone might help me when I'm living in my mom's basement.
Well, I mean, for all we know, right?
Yeah. And how do we know that they're not? How do we know they're not minors in Jason's streams? And we don't know what goes on in Jason's Discord. We don't know what goes on there. We don't know that he's not like we have seen like receipts in the past where he's constantly asking people to PayPal him money. So if they're minors who are part of the Discord, he might be like pressuring these minors to like pay him money through PayPal. That's why we know that he's called Jason, or else we would have never known his real name, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Or else we would have always known him as Unirock. Yeah, we don't even know that.
I mean, it seems like something like
stolen his identity.
Well, it's definitely something like that a kid could do. It could be like an older gentleman whose identity or like whose. I mean, I don't recall ever seeing any kind of identification, so it could just be like, oh, this kid has a teacher he doesn't like, and so he's going live using his teacher's name and trying to make his teacher look bad. He could be trying to get his teacher fired or something for all we know, right?
Yeah.
I once heard that Uni skips D&D to do live streams. Oh, that's fucking dark. That's rough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uncovering hypocrisy raised a very valid point. We know that we actually know doxing does go on in his Discord. We saw Creepshow art getting doxed in his Discord. Right?
Yeah, where are the receipts for that? Like do we know that he didn't? Do we know that he didn't instigate that or ask for that or like was going out of his way to potentially be asking minors to commit the crime of doxing?
Doxing, yeah. And okay, and how?
What if kids are doxed? What if children are doxed?
Oh. Kids are doxed.
And he's not holding that information like over their heads and making them do stuff.
So it's like he could be blackmailing children. Which is why Menace. That's Menace.
Yeah, that's why Menace is like he always has to come in and defend him because Jason must be telling him you have to defend me or I got your info, dude. I'm getting to your parents. I'm sending everything I have on you.
Oh no!
Kid, we need to do a wellness on him, man.
Or maybe he has Stockholm syndrome.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that could be too. Helios for 5 says the speech pattern that Uni uses are what the current teenage generation uses on Twitch and Reddit, and a lot of the words didn't exist 10 years ago.
Wow.
No, that's some. I think he's got it.
Very good catch again. Yeah, that's so logical, man. That's so logical line of thinking, and that leads. Yeah, that's like.
Well, and that's provable, right?
Provable. Yeah, he uses that. Yeah, his periscopes are out there. And you can listen to him, and it's provable that he uses the same words, yes, that the teenage generation of today uses. I'm a 32-year-old drunk nobody. I don't know what today's teenage generation uses. I'm just here sitting trying to do my own thing. But yeah, you're right, Helios. That's a very good observation.
Hey, when does he usually go for his walks, for all we know? I mean, we see him when he's on Periscope, but we don't know when he goes for walks in his regular time. For all we know, he's wandering past schools, kind of like Nathan Thompson.
Oh, So he's looking for more victims, are you telling me?
I mean,
Oh,
it could be.
no.
Rez for 5 says, you might say Uni has the favor of minorities. Sunglasses, yeah! Like minors. Oh, yeah! I mean, the answer is like, these are questions that have been posed in DMs, questions that have been posed this is people who follow Uni and have been following Uni or had followed Uni in the past.
They've approached us.
These are the ones that you see on Twitter and nothing. We get no answers from Uni. All he talks about is how much he wants to simp for Red's Rhetoric. And it's do you have
he has a crush on Red's Rhetoric?
I think he's got a shrine. I think he's got a whole room dedicated to Red's Rhetoric. There's no way he doesn't.
Where he is unloading his candles every night. Right.
As big of a crush as he has on Red's Rhetoric, he worships the ground Steve McRae walks on.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah. He's always like, he's rubbing his forehead on the
That's provable.
Yeah. That's provable.
Yeah, that's provable.
Because everything is #Steve's fault.
Yeah. It's
always.
Like it's like he's asking for like Steve Senpai to notice him all the time. And I think so what he views himself as part of a harem, where Steve is the ultimate harem owner and Red's is also there. It's like the male version of a harem. I think so. That's what he lives in that fantasy. That's why he's going after minors also in that way, so he can fulfill that fantasy surrounded by all the guys.
Well, I mean, we don't know. This is just all things that people are sending us. We're just trying to. These are just opinions. None of these things are facts. We're just trying to find the truth. We're just trying to find the answer because that's what we care about. We care about because he clearly doesn't care about his audience or answering their questions. So we're just bringing these questions to you and seeing what we can kind of suss out. And it's up to you guys to you can go and look this up for yourself. You can go and ask these people. You can go and ask Menace and ask Unirock and ask Negative Exponents. Apparently Negative Exponents has all this information, but they're not providing it to us. So maybe you guys can go ahead and you can ask them. Like, don't harass them. You don't want to go harass them. Don't bother them. But if you have questions, you're just asking questions, and that's
fine. It's good. Okay to ask questions. Like we're not promoting harassment. We're not promoting any harm by asking questions. These are just innocent questions. We're not promoting any lies here. We're not promoting any falsehoods. We're not doing anything like that. It's just questions. The community, Jason owes it to the community. Unirock owes it to the community that's supporting him.
I mean, has anybody ever seen Uni's dog or cat that he seems to have on screen? How do we know that animal is well taken care of, given what he said about an elderly service dog who just is being retired because his owner died, and saying that taking him to the vet is too much, that he shouldn't be taken to the vet, that he shouldn't be provided with proper care?
Listen, that leads me to believe that he hates dogs. He hates animals. Like, who would not want their dog or their pet to go to a vet when they have infections that's causing bleeding through their stools and the urine? Like, who would do that?
Well, humans are also animals, right? So does he feel that way about humans too?
I don't think that's his dog at all. Remember when he changed his set? And he's like, wow, what would look really cool in my studio? Oh, wait, a dog on a couch. Let me go hire a dog from outside, not Chihuahua though, they're mean.
Whoa,
said,
okay.
I have to find a dog to come lay on my couch so I can be like this other YouTuber that people know about. She has dogs on her couches all the time, and she gets lots of super chats and viewers.
Are you talking about me?
Unirock. Oh, no.
I have a dog on my couch.
Her name rhymes with 80.
Oh.
I don't think she's real. No, I don't think she's real. I think she's
not real either.
She's definitely an alien.
No, not an alien. She is definitely something that Unirock made up. And no, she's somebody that Unirock hired. She's provably somebody that Unirock hired because like he's paid her in super chats, right? He's somebody that Unirock hired back in the day to get close to Steve through non sequitur.
Oh.
Yeah, so that he set this whole thing up. The whole thing was totally a setup because he wanted a piece of that next non sequitur show pie, right? You saw the way he was talking with Kyle about how he was going to be on the new non sequitur once the Lost case was over, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that's a very good
can we
question.
see all the DMs between KJ and Unirock? Because that's the only like
Jason?
these are just questions. I don't know for sure, but I mean it lines up. So if it lines up, how are we supposed to know if he's not going to provide us that information?
But remember, Uni's a human. Maybe his feelings were hurt, you know, and he needed a friend. But I don't know if he's human. Wait, I forgot all about that. But anyways.
We don't know. Allegedly, he's a human.
Or it could be a lizard man. Because that's an option.
The way he lashed out at Reds, you know, when Red said that, when, you know, Uni said that Reds and him, you know, talked for hours, and Red said, you know, denied that, and the way then after that Uni, you know, lashed out, that tells me Uni's heart was broken. He was so hoping to get together with Reds, and for that he said he thought if he pretended that he knew Reds more than anyone in the community, then Reds would develop feelings for him. But then he lashed out when Reds rejected him. That's so sad.
Helios
That's why he's doing all this.
Helios for 5 says a common teenage reaction to the stress of having a crush is to insult and be mean to force the crush, but when approached by the crush to flee.
That's why he's not having any debate with Reds.
Oh,
that's why he's
no.
always like, debate me, and then he runs away as soon as Reds said, okay, let's do this. Oh.
But Reds is staying away. You remember that movie, Fatal Instinct? See, Red's smart. He watched that movie. He says, I gotta make sure, you know, because, you know, when you get broken, your heart broken so bad that it twists and it becomes evil.
I mean, he did think they were really good friends. He did think that they were really good friends, and like that like feeling of betrayal can like really break a person, and like that was some time ago, and like it's only escalated since then. And so like I don't know, maybe he's jealous of Reds' relationship with Sean.
Oh,
that has to be it. That's it.
I mean, he's probably also jealous of Sean's hair, to be
he wished he had that long flowing.
Well, he can't because he's got
spot with a cap, you know.
No, that's I think we haven't seen it without. It's probably just attached to his head. Like that is
you mean
that
with
is
the gorilla glue?
That's the
he used the gorilla glue to like attach it to his head.
Yeah.
That's a very logical explanation of that. What else it could be? You know, we're just asking questions. You get me, right? You get me.
Yeah, we're not looking to cause any trouble. We're not looking to fight. Like I said, I just want to get both sides to all these questions. And these are questions that have never before been compiled in one video, in one stream. So we just wanted to compile everything together with all the stuff that we've been sent and we're just trying to sort through this. We're just trying to, and like, I'm open. My channel's open. He can come and come and talk to me, and I can help him sort this out. Anytime. And we'll clear it up. Like, I'm on his side, man. I'm on his side.
Yeah, we want to know the truth. We want him to come out and tell the truth, whether he has a crush on Kyle or Reds or Steve, or whether he's actually Jason, aka Unirock, or not. Or you know, listen, I'm not going to judge you if you have a domestic violence history, but we really need to make sure, Unirock, that your girlfriend is safe. You might think you're not being abusive towards her, but you might be at the same time. You know? Yeah,
I mean, we don't really know. We have no way of knowing that. We just know that she dropped off the face of the goddamn earth quite some time ago, and nobody's seen or heard hide or hair of her at all, from what I've been told. So how do we know that she's okay? And you're like, listen, we're not going to judge you. We're also not going to judge you if you're interested in Kyle. I mean, your taste might not be that great. I mean, I don't know what you would see in the guy, but that's on you. That's I'm not going to judge you for that. Just because I wouldn't doesn't mean that you wouldn't. I mean, personally, if it were up to me, I'd much rather take Ben if I got the opportunity, but I don't have that opportunity. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You know, you get us, right? Or the audience gets it, the community gets it.
Do you feel me?
We're just asking. Yeah, I feel you, girl. I feel you.
I mean, hey, we're only just looking to get what the community wants to say and has to say out there, right? Like, and they deserve answers. They've been supporting, they've been watching, they've been good to Unirock, and so they deserve that. They deserve those answers.
Especially if those are poor minds.
Oh my
like,
God! Negative Exponent says
there.
there's a missing $7,500 from the fundraiser from Kyle last year. What the fuck? I didn't know he made that much money. Holy cow! Do you have the receipts for that? Do you have the receipts for $7,500? I didn't know it was that much. Yo, Negative Exponent said, get my Skype details from Uni. Get my Skype details from Uni, and you can send me the breakdown of that amount of money and where that number came from.
Confused. I don't know how drug dealers give receipts. How's that work? How do you get a receipt?
Oh. Well, it's from the GoFundMe, right?
Yeah,
it's from the fundraiser, so there should be a tracking of
listen,
it.
either he has to get a receipt from the drug dealer, or he has to get it from the lawyer. He needs to, you know. We need to know where that money went, you know. And how do we know that's not that he didn't like spend it all on his vape juice, whatever it was in there, you know, in that vape. Is it even? Yeah, you know, and whatever contraption he's smoking, that concoction, you know, we don't know.
CBD.
Well,
it's very expensive.
I don't know. People were asking if it was lead paint and
That's right.
So, and we don't know, right? We don't know if it's lead paint or not, or if there's something illicit in there. We don't know. And so, like, and if the community is funding this vape, I think they deserve to know what the contents is of it.
Absolutely. We need a detailed investigation to show every ingredient inside that vape.
Oh, and the percentages,
you know
of course.
You know what? We need access to his Discord too, because we want to make sure there are no minors in there. You know, we want to make sure of that. You know, that no minors are being harmed. So yeah, Jason, listen. We are here. We are here. We are here for you. You know, and once you give all the details to the community, you're done, man. You don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. We'll make sure that if there's anything that we'll make corrections as we go. We're just trying to figure out what we have right now, and we're taking a look at the information that we currently have now, and then we'll go from there and update everybody as things continue, as the story develops, as we get more information. But the thing is we're just not getting information right now. So like, why are we not? I'm being told in the chat right now that that Uni's live right now. He could reach out to us at any point here. Why is he live right? Well, maybe he's answering those questions. Chat. Mods, you let me know. Mods, you tell me what's going on. You hit me up in the Discord and you tell me if he actually answers a single one of these questions. I'm sure we'll get our answers. I mean, he could be coming on here. He could be coming on here and talking to us and sorting all of this out and sorting it out for the community and being responsible to his community. But hey, you know, he's got to do him, right?
Yep.
We got a super chat. We got a super chat from One Warped Angel for $4.99. Could Unirach be Kyle's drag name? I don't know. I mean, why not? I don't have that information.
So, are you telling me there's another source of income that was not provided to us? And there's no receipts for?
Oh, no.
They're hiding money.
And how do we know that he's paid proper taxes on that?
Right. Oh, my God.
And the VA. Because if he hasn't paid the proper taxes on it, then he's potentially, if he's a veteran who's collecting VA benefits and he hasn't done the taxes on that, then he's frauding the VA, right? I'm just asking.
Military. Yeah. He has to do the honorary thing. The honorary thing.
Well, I mean, the honorary thing would be to give out where he give out his ID numbers and to give out that his address and all that information, so that way we can have the proper authorities alerted so they can do welfare checks just to make sure everything's okay and everybody's doing all right. And that's the only thing that's reasonable, right?
You know what? Come to think of it, he has YouTube. His channel is monetized. You know, he has memberships. He gets money. Why does he need disability? Does the VA know? that he has an income, and that he needs to pay taxes on that income?
I don't know. I've never seen.
Yeah, like why does he need assistance from government if he has his own channel and he's got his own income?
I mean, we're just asking. We're just asking.
Yeah,
God's auditor says that the VA is non-taxable. Yeah. We're not talking about that. We're talking not that the VA is taxable. We're talking about
earnings.
Yeah. If that's being taxed properly, because
and whatever he's getting through PayPal.
We haven't seen any receipts. Yeah, he's got his PayPal hidden. You can't even see how much PayPal money he's getting, or his Patreon hidden. We don't know how much money he's getting on Patreon a month. He keeps that hidden. So I mean, like, he's clearly hiding money, right?
Yeah. Why else would you hide your PayPal like that? And
exactly.
Is it because Kyle, transferred money to his PayPal after they got that, from that when they got that money from the GoFundMe? Is it?
Oh, and
we need to have access to his PayPal to see that there were no big transactions coming from Kyle, so that we can make sure that they did not split the money amongst themselves. Come on, Uni.
And then we're
telling you what to do.
Private bank accounts, guys. How do you track it once it hits their private bank accounts?
Well, I mean, obviously he needs to give a third party access to those accounts.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the only way.
Yeah. We are telling him how to clear his name. And he just has to do it.
And it's like, it's not hard. It's super simple. He can just do it with a third party. I hear he's already in touch with conspiracy cats, and that's what he wanted. That's what he was asking for with Sean. So I mean, it only makes sense that he's willing to put his money where his mouth is and show us exactly. Apparently, according to chat over here, Menace said he donated thousands to Uni. Well, I mean,
where did that money go?
Where did that money go?
Right? People need to know that, how do we know that the poor Menace is not working 3 jobs to donate thousands of dollars to Jason? That poor kid, man. Wasting his life and money after Jason. If Jason is not going to show any accountability, And what about all those minors in his Discord? We need to have these details. Okay, you don't have to give it to us. Give it to a third-party person to verify, who we can trust.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you details of our investigators. You can give it to them.
Well, I mean, he can just reach out to me, and I can get it to the right people. He can just reach out to me. He doesn't have to do it that way.
I feel so much better after my vape break.
Yeah.
I'm telling ya, CBD oil just relaxes me, man.
No doubt. We need Steve Reds or Sean to personally fly there and personally log in to see if the accounts are what they are, and Uni has to pay for the flights, obviously. Well, yeah, I mean, we're doing it for him. It's helping him out, so it only makes sense that he ought to be the one to set that up, right? I mean, obviously, he can't fund it, right? He can't go fund it because those are all in question right now, right? So if all of that's in question, he can't run another one. If he were to run another one, it's just like, nobody's gonna trust where that money's going, since we don't know what happened with the last one, right? And why should they? Right? They deserve answers. So they shouldn't be giving him anything until those answers come through.
That's absolutely right. There is a trend of problematic behavior. Problematic GoFundMe. Yeah. We must get answers.
Yes,
I mean, it's
all the community deserves the answers. All those people that have supported Jason for so long. They deserve answers, and we are just trying to help you here, mate. You get us, right? And we mean no harm, man. It's just the questions we have, and you're not answering those questions.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal to answer these kinds of questions, right? So, why not answer them? Why not just, easy, come clean, tell us, give us that information? Super easy, super nice and clean. Then he's name cleared, and everything's all cleared up, and there's no more confusion. Why not do that? Is it because he is hiding something? Maybe, we don't know.
Yeah, Letty Lulumo said, Manya, doesn't this bring up the question of blackmail? Why are these people donating if Jason doesn't have secret information on them? Exactly. Why would they donate to him if he's not blackmailing them? What else it can be? You're just asking questions.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do we know that these people who have been, like, following around and supporting him for so long, that he just doesn't have dirt on them?
Yeah.
I mean, he does
people
ask people. He does ask people in Discord for a lot of different kinds of information, and we don't know what that information is. We just know he asks them because he talks about that.
Oh, I think so. What's going on here is when he's asking for information, he's asking for the IDs so that he can verify the identification, you know, before he lets them in the Discord. And that's why once the minors are locked in with the IDs, they can't get out because he uses that against them. You know how an ID can be used to track anything.
I mean, if he already stole, if he already stole one person's identity, how do we know he hasn't stolen others?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know.
Global Mom brings up a very good point in the chat. Do we know if Unireg is not KJP? We don't. We have never seen Unireg and KJP in the same room together. We're just asking questions.
We haven't.
Exactly. How do we even know?
A simple photo.
No, we've seen. How do we know that photograph is not part of stock photos?
It could be photoshopped as well.
Yeah.
Because some people are very good at it. Exactly. Yeah. Because everyone has the right to know.
I mean, that's why it makes sense to have people fly down and actually, like, verify this with their eyes. That's why he ought to be comfortable in it as out there as Steve McRae is. So that way, I mean, why not, right? Like, what's he afraid of? Like, what's he afraid of? If Steve can do it, why wouldn't Uni be able to do it? So if Steve can do it and Uni can do it, then there should be no issue and we'd be able to verify all this with no problem. But he's not doing that. Apparently he's live right now, according to chat, so why isn't he out there providing answers to these questions?
Yeah. I was hoping so much that we would get our answers today. That's why he went live. That's why he goes live every time, isn't it? Because he's trying to, answer the community, That's why he does it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why not answer the community?
I mean, clearly he's not going live to try and hide this kind of stuff from the community, right?
Why would he do that? He's an honest person, isn't he?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, we're
going
gonna
must tell the community the same thing, night after night, to stress the fact of how important it is that he's debunked everything.
That's a lot of things.
After night.
That is a lot of things. Debunking everything's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
I mean, I don't envy him that. But I mean, I think we've debunked a lot of things, right? Like during this stream.
Oh, definitely.
We have.
We
have provable facts.
Yeah, pretty much everything. Like I'm pretty sure in all this stream, we've pretty much everything was provable, right? So it's just like now it's just a matter of now
information is out there.
Yeah, and now it's just a matter of him answering some of those questions, some of those loose threads that we weren't able to. We just aren't able to know because he's just not giving us that information.
Why would he do that? Why won't he answer the community? Is he trying to hide something? Why would he try to hide anything? Is it because, he has stolen money? He has a record of domestic violence? Is it because of that? And maybe he's still continuing that harmful behavior? Is it because of all that? Well,
we know he has issues with women, right? And so
yeah, definitely, it's provable. Yes.
If that's the case, then could it maybe I mean I don't know, maybe there's some kind of like issue from when he was younger, and if he's living with his mom now, that maybe that's something like that could be stemming from that. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah,
exactly. We're just looking for the truth.
Yeah, we're just trying to find the truth.
Ask those questions. We must ask the questions.
And I mean,
the community deserves answers.
And I mean, what do you do when he doesn't answer? If he's not willing to answer these questions, how do we know? I mean, if he's not answering it, isn't that not in some cases just confirmation?
The best thing is if he doesn't answer the questions, we can jump to any conclusions we wish to, because what else can we do, right?
Well, we don't have a choice at that point. Now he's telling us that we don't have any other choice than to believe that these things are the case. So it's really it's up to him for about what we believe. He's responsible for that.
Yeah, and Also, someone said in the live chat, like, how do we know? I think so. It was Global Mom again. How do we know Busy isn't isn't a house elf who's kept to do his bidding? I mean, why not give Busy a sock and free him from his life of servitude? Just asking questions. Exactly.
Exactly.
How do we know that Busy is not the code name for Unirage or for his mom?
And Busy could be an animal. And we know how Unirock treats animals. It's a proven fact. He kicks chihuahuas like footballs.
You know what?
He did
Maybe
say that.
That's why he started talking about his cat.
I have evidence. His cat acts really erratic.
Because,
he meows. He meows.
Yeah.
He must have hurt that cat, gave it brain damage. What other conclusion can we come to?
Well, we know he thinks that taking an animal to the vet for care is not an acceptable thing to do. So if that's not if that's it's excessive spending. And so if that's excessive spending, then we're going to need all his vet bills and all of the money that he's spent from any of the donors and all of that tracked to be sure that he's spending the money that his donors are giving him on all of those expenses. So we're gonna need all the vet bills. We're gonna need pictures of that. We're gonna have his vet come on, and we're gonna have to call his vet to make sure. Yes, so he's gonna have to give us the information of which vet he actually went to and how often he goes, and then we have to make sure that all the treatments that his animals are getting, if any, are legitimate needed treatments or not. And then we're gonna have to double check how much food they're buying, and just to make sure that it's the right amount of food for whatever, and he's not excessively feeding them.
Yeah. Is he feeding his mother properly? Is he feeding anyone who's living with him properly? We need to know these answers, like that he's not like blowing all that money off into smoke, whatever he's smoking. We don't even know that. I think so. What we do know, though, that it's something of a lead or a paint concoction, isn't it, Shesh? That's what we have heard, isn't it? That's what people have come us to with. That's what, and So and apparently now he's starting another business. So the tax, the IRS have to keep a track of him because he has offered funeral services for less than $300. Yes. So IRS have to keep an eye on him, for his taxes. And if he's getting another, more income, then why does he still need disability?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the cheapest funeral service I've ever heard of, man. That's really good on.
If he's walking so much, why does he need disability at all? If he's able to smoke the amount that he does, what is he getting even disability for?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because if you can't see it, it's not a disability, really, is it?
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know about that one.
I couldn't help.
I mean, the thing is that he could have something that's visible, but we don't know. We don't have his medical. He hasn't shared his we need the medical records, and we need the VA records to make sure that the amount that he's getting is legitimate. Right? Because for all we know, he could be telling the VA that he has this problem and that he can't walk, and yet we see him in streams walking all the time.
Yep, he goes on power walks even. You can hear him puffing.
Justin said that
down that road.
Justin says that because he's live right now and not answering these questions, says Uni just yelled at his cat and threatened not to feed him.
Oh,
what the?
We have it on record, guys. We have it on record.
Proof. The facts, we have them.
We were right. See? We were right. So we are right about everything else that we have said.
No, yeah, everything is we're completely vindicated. You realize that this proves that everything that we've been saying has been right. And we were just asking questions. We didn't make any claims. We didn't say that this was 100% the case. These are just opinions. I mean, realistically, it's just lucky that we happen to be right. But now people if he's threatening to not feed his cat and not take care of his animals, that's a situation where now we've got that's animal abuse.
We need to do a wellness check. We need to send animal welfare to Uni's house to make sure that his pets are all right, and even do a welfare check on his mom or whoever female partner is living, or whatever partner is living with him or whatever elf is living in his basement to make sure they are all right. We need to do that. We'll have our investigators on this. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
already
need
having investigators.
we need to call animal control. We need to call like the local area. This is why we need all of his vet information, right? So like we need to know, like we can't just call randomly. I mean, I do know that group over there has called the FBI at random before on completely fallacious things.
Yeah.
But this isn't fallacious anymore. He's threatening his animal. According to the chat.
On a Periscope.
Live on a Periscope, threatening his animal. Like this other, where's PETA?
Exactly. If he does that on
We
a
need
Periscope,
PETA.
what does he do off Periscope?
Right? Like he knows people are watching right now.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I'm
And like he
cats
said that he has,
cats are cute.
he's admitted to having mental issues. Like he said that on lives multiple times. So all provably, it's all there. If you want to go find it, you can go and look it up. You can go and check out his Periscopes and check out his stuff. Like again, don't harass him. Don't. But if you have questions for him, I mean, it's only reasonable to ask questions when you have them.
Yeah. And I'm just worried, man, where all that money is going. That's going to him, man. Is he really looking after his pets? Is he really looking after his mother or whoever is living with him? And he's not blowing it up all in smoke, you know? And is he like not giving it to Kyle? You know, we don't know.
The donors deserve to know, and they're asking these questions.
To know.
The people that are watching him.
He's missing receipts. He's missing donations.
Yeah, they haven't been accounted for.
Yeah,
Provably
it's so
haven't been
simple
accounted
and
for.
straightforward. It's so simple and straightforward. You know, why he wouldn't do that. I just don't get it.
Anyone who's a critical thinker can see this.
I mean, I've heard him say things like, don't go over to other people's streams, don't go over to other people's stuff because they're just gonna lie to you. And at this point, is that not what's to be expected from him at this? If he's saying, like, if he's gonna threaten animals, like I don't think it's appropriate for anybody to go over there and support, and for anybody to go over there and because now you're supporting him abusing his animal.
Exactly. Anyone who's going to punt a dog like a football. Punt a dog like a football.
Oh my goodness. That's
How
so
sick.
sad.
How
That's
disgusting.
so sad. Yeah, it's very, very disgusting. Yeah.
But yeah, all of this is just criticism, right? All of this is just valid, honest criticism,
Valid
and it's just we're just asking questions. So it's like it's a problem if he's not upfront and isn't transparent about all of these donations and where all that money's going and about those GoFundMes. And so if he's not upfront about that, how are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to have any answers to any of this stuff? And we don't. I mean, like I said, my thing has been my stuff, him being able to talk to me and send me all this stuff. I've been asking since yesterday, and he hasn't gotten back to me at all. I wasn't blocked. I mean, I might be now, but I wasn't blocked. He can see.
Mr. brings up a very good point in the live chat. He says every day he doesn't account for these donations says so much about his dishonesty.
No.
Seriously, that's a very good point. That's
Oh
very good
yeah,
point,
no,
seriously.
that's not good at all.
Negative exponent says I'm being used, guys. I forgot. I'm Red's Rhetoric puppet. I made a 3-part expose on Unirock because Red's Rhetoric told me to. He's pulling my strings, guys.
Sounds like
Did you know that?
sounds like Unirock and his
Never mind. Go ahead.
sounds like Unirock and his cronies are just jealous that you're getting Red's Rhetoric's attention.
Yeah.
Apparently, because
See,
you know they're
jealousy
hot for
playing out
Red.
again. That's like a jealous ex, you know? Yeah.
I don't know, man. The thing is that like I don't think we ladies here are the ones who have problems with women. So I don't know how I wouldn't mind using you if you wanted. Would you be interested?
Ooh, because you know, there's a fetish for everyone, guys.
I would not use someone without their consent, unlike
There has
Unirock.
to
Yeah.
be a safety word.
Unlike
Yeah.
Unirock, I don't use people without their consent.
Yeah, Unirock, when he talks about someone's sex life behind their back on a Periscope, walking around, talking about whether they have ever had sex or not, and yeah, making it's his opinion, you know. So we can also have
Did
opinion.
he?
I think he's frustrated inside that no one will have sex with him, and that's why he lashes out like that.
What do you mean?
Did he?
Isn't he having regular sex with Menace? I thought we
I don't
confirmed that.
know.
Wasn't that confirmed?
I think so. We were thinking that he's still grooming him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And he still
So you
hasn't
mean-
gotten that opportunity, so that's why he lashes out like that.
So he goes on these power walks because he has this built-up tension.
Yeah.
And then he goes on these
between the
walks
legs.
and screams to the ghost roosters about anything that comes to his mind. Yeah, I think I've heard that before.
Yeah. That's a lot of pent up energy.
And then,
pants,
and then
man.
you hear cars who only had one job and they failed. Oh darn!
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's a rough life over there.
Yeah.
I can only
we really,
imagine.
yeah.
It's
I
so
really
rough that you
hope-
have to get your girlfriend to shovel the snow for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can stay in bed.
Who might be his mom?
Yeah.
Exactly, because we've
Yeah.
never seen you, Rachel.
Nah, never.
And you know, you
Never
can't
ever.
identify someone just by their voice.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
We need
got-
visual
Well,
evidence.
we also know that people can use voice modulators. So how do we know that the voices
Yeah.
we're hearing really are any of those people?
No, listen.
Absolutely.
Just cause Unirage, whoever is Unirage, say they're Unirage, that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't say anything. We need identity. We need identity proof.
So I heard that that a lot of the expose videos that Menace is doing is only because Unirock gave him the information and told him what to do and how to do it and exactly what to say. And so like
No,
he's cluttered up his Periscope but not his YouTube. So to get it on YouTube, he needed somebody else to say it
Exactly.
because he didn't want to hurt his donations. I mean, he's probably paying Menace to do it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine too.
And
Why
how
would
would
anyone
we
do it?
know without those receipts?
He's too busy
Exactly.
making banger videos about the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit.
Well, I mean,
He
Menace
doesn't have time for that.
Menace can clear all that up instantaneously by showing us his records. I need to get more
Yeah.
tea though. I'll be back in 1 second. You ladies have fun while I'm gone.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like with all that like sorry I lost the train of thought, but I really hope that Kyle and Jason did not split that money from the GoFundMe. That was for the lawyer's retainer fee. Yeah, I really hope that, but
Absolutely.
we can't know that unless we have access to Unirock's, PayPal and all his accounts to confirm that, Kyle didn't transfer him any money or that Jason didn't get anything directly from that GoFundMe. We need
right.
those receipts.
We
need
need them.
those-
There's
we need-
missing
yeah.
receipts. They've gone missing.
Yeah, and it's so simple, but I don't know why Unirock won't do that. It's like so simple. We are okay. So and how do we know where the money that his donators are giving him right now is going? How do we know that? And how do we know that he's not like blackmailing minors at this moment in his Discord? We don't know that. We need access to all his accounts, his Discord, his YouTube, where his account where we can see where the donations are coming from, and his accounts to see where is he even eating food, or is he just surviving off because he's an alien? He can just survive off that lead paint concoction that he's smoking off. Then what about his pets? What about the person who's shoveling the snow for him?
Exactly. She's out in the cold while he's in that nice warm bed. Wow. Telling you.
Yeah.
What did I miss? Did I miss anything crazy? Did Unirock's head explode? I mean, it could, for all we know, there could be confetti in there, and if it doesn't get exploded, how could we ever possibly know?
Bird feathers, that's my guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what happens when you're a bird brain. Just saying.
Oh. I thought he was a lizard.
Oh, wait, I forgot about that. That's right, lizard people.
Lizard brain. You know, we have seen people get. I really hope he's not doxing minors and he's not doxing people or holding that threat over their head in his Discord server so they are forced to donate to him. But we can't know that unless we have access to his Discord server.
Oh, whoa, hold on. RNGD Gaming just messaged us in the live chat here and said, someone just DM'd me with proof that Jason steals ladies' underwear off washing lines to sniff them. Okay. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna give Uni some advice. I'm gonna give Uni some advice and to help him in this endeavor. If you steal them off of clotheslines, it's only going to smell like laundry detergent. Just go to your local Walmart and go and sniff the laundry detergent. It's the same thing. Just Brit for 199 says, I love you girls so much. We love you too.
Thank you. We love you too.
Oh my.
And yeah, no, Road User makes a good point. What's the point of sniffing a washed one? Yeah, go tell Uni. You gotta update him.
Exactly.
Well, like, why would he be interested in that? It means, well, then it means, like, obviously, it has to. It can only mean one of two things. Or either, one, he's got a fetish for laundry detergent, or two, it's the fact that it's women's underwear and it doesn't really matter. Or, there's actually another one. If he's been stalking the people in his neighborhood and it's those women in particular.
There's a fourth option.
Oh.
He likes to wear them.
Well, I mean, he could just buy his own, but I mean...
True, but maybe combined fetishes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like wearing some other woman's underwear.
Freshly washed. That smells of detergent.
And it's used, so it's already stretched out. It's not like that super... I know, right?
Yeah, my parents heard him. He was walking along.
You want to see if we can see him a little better? See, unlike Uni, I can show my dog on camera, and you can see that he's perfectly healthy.
What dog? Not his dog. That's an actor. He hired an acting dog.
He's actually a bear. He's not really a dog. Oh, Puck! Come here. Come here. Yes. Oh, yes, yeah, good boy. Yes, good pupper. High five. Ah, I've been rejected.
Who's a good doggy?
I got rejected for a high five. Feels bad.
No.
I mean, you make a really good point, bud. You do. You're probably right. He's not interested in that lady's underwear. Yeah, well, he's just not interested in that whole idea that it's the lady's underwear thing. He's like, no, man, that's a step too far. This is something that you guys are laughing about it, but the authorities should be, if he's stealing from people and he's stalking them, the authorities should be involved.
Exactly. There's more heinous things that are at hand.
Oh, Angry Veteran said that maybe Uni wants to wear them to be pretty so Reds will like him.
That's right. Scorned lover.
Oh, that might be like, for all we know, I mean, maybe we can ask Red's Rhetoric about this sometime. Maybe he's been sending illicit pictures to Reds. Like non-consensual illicit pictures.
Uh-oh.
Right. Kind of like dick pics without the dick. Oh.
He can't buy any because he puts vape just before anything.
Remember, when you're wearing women's panties, you have to tuck.
Maybe he matches the detergent that he puts in his vape to the underwear he stole recently.
Oh, so he's blowing away detergent. Oh.
Okay. That can't be healthy. I mean, he really should let us know what his medical record, like, show us his medical records. I mean, unredacted, obviously, because if they're redacted, it means they're photoshopped.
Absolutely. And anything be altered.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we can't trust that, right?
No. Not at all.
I drew a philosophy Steve. Chibi philosophy Steve.
That's very good.
He needs a whiskey.
After all, it is Friday night.
It is Friday night. It's Friday night, and we got 3 sexy ladies hanging out, drinking with our chat, who is hanging out and fantastic and getting us all that information, getting us all that proof, and we're having a great old time. And what's Uni doing? Not answering our questions and walking around alone at night on Periscope. Pics of Uni are all dick pics.
Listen, be kind to him. He's lonely, man. He's lonely.
I mean, after getting rejected so hard by Red's Rhetoric, I imagine anybody would feel pretty lonely after that. That was a rough breakup
and the
right there.
Unirock2 mystery, he could be very lonely. Maybe that's why he does do his periscopes late at night.
I mean, if somebody's only got their mom to hang out with. I mean, I like my mom, but, you gotta have more people to talk to.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, we are social creatures.
I mean, I just don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. There's just so much information out there. There's so many questions that have been unanswered. What can we possibly decide on? What can we know?
It's up to Jason now, man. The ball is in his court. He can answer these questions, but he's not for some reason. I just don't get it. Why not? You get me, right?
Yeah, no, I get you.
We're wasting too much time on this boring subject. Another stupid night of this boring shit when I could be playing Tarkov.
Yeah, man. I could be playing some other games, man. I could be combing Steve McRae's hair for all we know.
From New Zealand.
It's not that far.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's a quick swim.
That's the thing, right? Like, how do we know that Manya's really so far away?
Really, she could be like next door to me, for all I know.
Do we have any proof that you're in New Zealand? I think Uni's dog just attacked his cat. It sounded like... So Peter just said, I think Uni's... Who was watching the stream, presumably. I think Uni's cat just attacked... A dog just attacked his cat. It sounded like it on his stream, and then it ended. I hope that cat is okay.
Oh, no!
If He threatened not to...
I'm worried for the dog! The cat is gonna get the dog.
He threatened not to feed the cat. Is it possible that he hasn't been feeding the dog, so it got hungry, so it's going after the cat for some food? Oh my god!
It feeds right along the line of kicking animals like footballs. It's the trend of an animal abuser.
Yeah, this is like... It's getting...
proof.
Yeah, we have him on video, on audio now, like with his animals in unsafe conditions.
Yeah. Excuse me. Listen, when you sneeze, in my culture, when you sneeze, something's going wrong. Something's going really wrong with Jason. And we're talking about Jason and his animals right now. So I'm really worried.
Oh,
I'm really worried.
That's... I hope his animals are okay. And, like, how do we know? I mean, I guess his next stream is gonna have to have those animals on it with all their vet bills and all that. And if it's not, then, I mean, what else are we supposed to think?
Well,
I mean, we don't know. We're just asking questions. We don't know.
If Jason is saying that one doesn't have to take their animals to vet, I wonder what's going on with this cat and dog and what condition they're in.
Here's my thought. He's sad fishing. He's running low on money. He needs more vape juice. So he's sad fishing and has recordings of a dog attacking a cat on his computer. And he played it and just disconnected. So the next time he comes on, he can cry. And everyone will give him donos, yo.
Oh shit, so are you saying this is just a ploy to get donations?
Yes.
Like by crying for his, animals? But he said that animals don't deserve any care, so how can he ask for donations?
It's not for the... Yeah, but he's gonna pull on the heartstrings of his subscribers and fans. And they'll go, oh, poor Uni.
Well, I mean, they're already doing that. They're already doing that in this chat. But Globermom makes a good point. Uni runs for all we know, right? Uni runs a cat and dog fight for pleasure. I mean, he could be running a betting ring on this. We don't know what happens.
Is there a fighting pit in the basement?
Well, we don't know what's. We don't know what's happening in his Discord, right? They could be taking bets in there. We can't see his Patreon. We haven't seen his
illegal betting.
We haven't seen his records for where he's getting money and where it's going and what it's for. So for all we know, it's a betting ring for animal fights. We don't know.
Yes.
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't
And so,
know.
like,
we really need to know.
Until,
No,
I mean, when it comes to, it should at least be as good, at the very least, be as good as Red's Rhetoric's record keeping. Like, at least that good. Those records are all, like, nice, easy, clean. Yeah. It's got a flow chart, easy to see, no problem. Right? But, meanwhile, we've got nothing from Unirock, absolutely zero. So what are we supposed to believe? Are we supposed to believe the facts and the paperwork and what we've seen, or are we supposed to just trust Unirock at his word? Are we just supposed to take his questions as if they've presented anything?
Reporting of fraud in the past, why? Like, we can't believe
which he hasn't shown anything for, and his fundraiser took place last year, which is well before this new one. So what?
And you know,
promoting a fundraiser is as bad as organizing one. And he promoted that fundraiser knowing what Kyle had done.
Yeah. And I mean, so what do we do?
And before anyone says we're doing this for clout, we're not getting even views as much as Jason gets on his live streams, you know? So it's definitely
for
clout.
And thousands.
No.
Well,
remember,
I mean,
he has a channel that has 30K. When's the last time a video been put on? Oh wait.
I mean,
he has a channel that has 30K. He has over 50,000 subscribers. He's such a big deal.
I mean, I have just under 3K subscribers. He's got 10 times more the numbers that I do. So I mean, it doesn't really make sense for him to be attacking me. I was in his thumbnail yesterday. He's talking about me left, right, and center. I only have, like, not even 3K, and he's well over 30, and that's only on one channel. That doesn't include the number of subscribers on his D Live.
Targeting a small creator?
He's targeting a small woman creator because of his issues with women.
Yeah, so you're a
all I'm trying to do, all I was trying to do was help him out and get answers to the questions that the community was asked. I reached out to him but with Twitter to be like, hey, listen, I'm going to talk about this. Can you give me these facts? I got nothing back, and he just went on to attack me. And I was like, dude, that's not cool. I'm trying to help you out.
We're not even getting more views than he gets when he's doing his Toddy Westbrook stuff, you know? Like when he does his live streams about Toddy and stuff, we're not getting as much views as him. So we're not doing this for clout. We just want the community to get the answers they're asking. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, this is all altruistic.
Absolutely.
Completely altruistic. We're doing this out of the goodness of our hearts to help him out and help out his community. And so, like, this is the questions that his community should be asking or are asking. Like, these are the messages that we're getting. These are the conversations that are going on Twitter, and we're just trying to help find answers to those questions. And realistically, I'm worried for his community because, like, it seems like they can't ask these questions to him directly. They can't ask these stuff.
Looks like they're scared to ask these questions.
They seem scared. Or, exactly. And like, even if they do, they get just kicked out immediately. So, like, if they're just getting...
Banned. I got banned.
Nobody's gotten...
for asking questions.
Nobody's gotten banned for asking questions tonight. We haven't banned anybody tonight. I haven't seen a single person get banned tonight for asking whatever question that they have asked.
Nope.
So what are we supposed to think? What are we supposed to think? What do we have a takeaway from this? I mean, how much time are we supposed to give? It's been over a year for that fundraiser, or it happened last year at least. How long are we supposed to wait for these receipts? How long are we supposed to wait for all this information?
Yeah, before we decide that whatever Uni did was fraudulent.
Yeah, because I mean, we
can't wait forever.
We don't know.
We can't wait forever. Yeah, and you know, negative X-Men, you're right. You should leave this chat if you want to. We're not going to stop you. We're not going to ban you, and you can go and help Unirock answer our questions.
Yeah, go and take our questions. Take our questions to Unirock if you feel comfortable, and you can ask him, and he can provide the answers for you. Because I mean, we can only provide so much. All we've been doing is providing the information that's already out there, provably. You should go watch Unirock's streams.
Anyone in this live stream.
Please be sure to watch my 3-part expose on Unirock. It's all in the videos. Just go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's all out there. Yeah.
And remember, I'm Red's puppet. This is all Red's direction because he's the love that got away.
Oh.
The love that got away.
Oh, I know Jason is devastated.
And
I
again,
know that.
negative exponents. A negative. We're looking for Unirock's information, not your information. And
Yeah.
besides that, why are you not sending it to me on Skype? Unirock has my Skype information. He can get it to you.
Yeah.
Just
We
send it
want
to me.
Jason to answer these questions.
Send
You're
it to me
just
and
caught
I'll.
in between. It's
you-
not even your fault.
No. You're just getting used. You're just being manipulated. You're just getting
Yeah,
used.
You're
You're just.
being used.
Oh wait.
manipulated,
How do we know that negative exponents and a menace to sobriety aren't the same person and they're getting paid by Unirock?
Yeah, man.
How do we know negative
It's so
exponents?
confusing.
For all we know, negative exponents got money from that fundraiser that Unirock was pushing before. How do we know he didn't?
Yeah.
So
we need
negative.
access to moderate extremist accounts.
Negative exponents.
need
If you
to
could,
make
if
sure
you
of
could,
that.
if you could DM me on Skype, you
Not
can get
moderate,
that
sorry,
information
negative exponents, sorry.
and send us your
Friendly
your login information for any PayPal or bank account that you have, so like I can go through it and make sure that it's legitimate and it's everything is on the up and up. Because like how do we
address as well?
how do we know that you're not just like getting paid off? We don't know.
Yeah.
We're just asking
We
questions.
don't know, but we're just
Yeah, we are asking
thinking.
questions.
We're thinking out loud.
We're just trying to get the information out there to the people, and you're offering to get that
Yeah.
information out there. So if you can send me that information, so that way we know for a fact that you haven't been paid off, because we don't know right now. We could be.
Yeah.
We don't know. We're just asking. So if you could just be forthright with that information, be no problem at all. We'll clear it right up. We're gonna help you out. We'll make sure that everything
Yeah.
is legitimate.
Yeah.
You're also gonna have
that's okay,
to.
we're trying to help.
We're also gonna need you to demonstrate and prove like who you are, because we don't know who you are. So how are we so we're gonna have to get like you're gonna have to send like your ID numbers and your bank
Yeah.
account number and the
Well,
little number on the
yeah.
back of your credit card.
Yeah.
The CVV.
I promise I
Mervino.
won't use it for free signups.
In live chat, Merbino says, "Who the fuck uses Skype?" Apparently, Jason does.
Unirock.
Skype.
Boomers.
Boomers.
Oh, boomers. Okay.
There we go. Remember,
I don't
I'm a
use it.
boomer because I'm doing all Red's work. Oh, yes.
So if anybody is interested, unlike Unirock, my stuff is actually trackable. So if you would like to get something for my dog, you can use the Amazon wish list below, which means you can track it.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's provable where it came from. And there's
Yeah.
a receipt.
And Globerman makes a good point. Negative exponents. Uni has done so much for you. Don't let him down. Yeah. I mean, if you've
He
got
might
that...
block you in perpetuity.
I mean, if you have proof that Jason actually is who he is, like you got a picture of his ID or something, like it's your responsibility to send that out so we know for sure, and the donors and the
Yeah.
people who are supporting
Yeah.
him know for sure, because we're here supporting Jason. We're
Yeah.
here supporting him. We're helping him out.
Yeah.
We're getting this
We
because
want
he might
Jason's
not have
account details.
he might not have even
Yeah.
known about all these things going on that people are saying about him without us getting it out publicly. Like how do we know?
Yeah. Yeah. So the community needs these questions answers. We want to know that his pets are safe. Any minors in his Discord are
Exponents.
are safe, or their
You
parents
have
know what's going
access
on.
to my Skype. You have access to my Skype. You come and talk to me on Skype. We'll
Yeah.
work it out. Hell, I can even we can talk about it, and we can set up to bring you on, and we can talk about it, and we'll get it all
Yeah,
nice and cleared
we
up
can
for
do
you. No worries, no
Yeah.
problems. You just have to DM me on Skype.
Yeah. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we are doing. We are asking the questions that the members of the community are afraid to ask Jason. They're so scared that they will be banned off his channel. Like I'm not. That's why I am here, because I was banned off his Discord and his channel because and then for some reason Jason decided to use my impersonator in his live streams. Because I don't know, because he has some problem with women like me, or women in general, who question him. That's why they're mostly women who are coming us with these questions, who have always been Uni's channel members, and they're scared now.
Well, you
And they're
supported
like,
him financially, right? And he wouldn't
Yeah.
answer your questions. Well, why would he
Sure.
not answer the questions of somebody supporting him? Like, that's why not? They're like, just
Yeah,
answering
well,
the question will
people-
clear it right up.
People are scared to get banished from the Unifam.
And if he's got their
Yes.
details, like, we don't know.
He could dox
Yeah.
them, possibly.
Like, maybe it's a cult. Like, maybe he's, like, getting their information. Like, we don't know. We don't know that without being able to see that Discord. Maybe he should make that Discord entirely public.
Yeah, Unirock was friends with KJ, and she knew a lot about cults. So I betcha that KJ told Unirock all about cults and how to start his own cult. He started a cult.
Oh, I mean, the only way we would know that that wasn't the case is if we saw all of their DMs.
Right.
For like, has it been, how long is it? I mean, for all we know, like we were saying before, he was talking to KJ before Non Sequitur blow up, and he was all part of that, for all we know. Now, without seeing those DMs, how could we possibly know that the whole thing wasn't a setup?
Yeah.
We know how he feels about Steve. Throw a Dwarf for 5 says, hey, how much for a picture of my MVP on Globers and Goblins? Oh, sorry. Globalers and Goblins has to be able to be shown for the show. It depends on what you want. I have a starting rate of $20, and if you just want like a sketch, it will just stay at $20. If you want like a full body picture, or if you want a full painted, or you want it full colored, or if you just want a headshot, if you want, you can hit me up on Discord or on Twitter, and I'll be able to get with you, and we can talk about that.
Beautiful. Because
I should also take this time to remind people, since Uni is not showing any of these DMs, my DMs are public. Yeah. They've always been public. Yeah. So, I mean, mine are public. You can see any conversation that I've ever had. Mine have always been public. So, why aren't Uni's?
No, Shesh, not ours.
What is he hiding?
Not ours. What is he hiding? Yeah, why does he need to hide anything? Like, why would you need to hide anything?
People who are innocent have nothing to hide. Ooh. So obviously he has something to hide.
We don't know what it is, but it's something.
That's right.
Could be anything.
Yeah. Just hit up our mods. Hit up my mods with any information you have. Yeah.
Hit up in Discord. My Discord you get access to, by the way, by becoming a member or joining on Patreon.
So we need to know where all this money is.
Not for DMs, only if you want to join my particular Discord. So if you are going to DM me on... I just wanted to make that clear because somebody actually asked a legitimate question. If you want to get in contact with me for commissions... If you want to get in touch with me for commissions, DM me on Discord, private, like regular DMs. But if you want in the Discord that I have, joining is how you do that. Menace to Sobriety or Uni can DM me to answer any question I have tweeted, and I'll relay the answer honestly. Yeah, exactly, same.
Yeah, we're just worried, man, and we just want the community to get their answers.
Well, there's animals to be worried about. There's kids to be worried about. Apparently, people's panties to be cared about. People's parents to be worried about. Potentially the abuse of all kinds of people, from minors all the way to adults. Maybe the elderly, for all we know. Like
elder abuse.
Well, I mean, he goes after Steve pretty hard. He does seem to have a problem with boomers who are like up to what is it, 19? Steve's not a boomer, no.
Apparently if you're 35 or older, you're a boomer, so there you go.
Ah, okay.
I don't think that's how that works. Oh, okay.
I'm not a boomer, thank God I'm not a boomer.
I'm a boomer.
Rodent for 5 said Uni is just chasing eyeballs. He doesn't care about truthfulness or the carnage he leaves behind, just calling for view counts. That's provable.
That's provable, yes.
I like it. So we've been live for about 1 hour, 45 minutes. We're just getting to the 2-hour mark. If there are any questions in the chat, please let us know now. Should we start on our last words of sort of where we got to?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, we have put a very simple, fine picture in
We've put out a lot of information and like debunked so much.
So much, yes.
I don't know.
I think so. We can start with Dottie. Dottie, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I would like to say to everybody else who's not in this community, I did all those videos on my own. No, I am not Red's puppet. I am nobody's puppet. I make all decisions on my own because I am a strong, intelligent woman And you know what?
Yeah.
Game on, mofos. Let's
It's
go.
it's almost like they all have problem with women, which is why they don't think a woman might do or do that, have their own opinion or make videos all by themselves without being told what to do by a man. Funny thing that. Vanya, what you got for
Funny
us?
how that works.
Listen, man, Jason, we're just trying to help you, right? Just cause we're you know, we're asking questions doesn't mean that we're not truthful, you know, or we mean harm, you know, or we are, you know, it's just the community. They've come to us, they've asked us these questions, and we're just trying to help you. Why wouldn't you let us try and help you? You know, and it's been going on for so long now. Let us help you. You know, I get it that Red's rejection has hurt you. I know that. We saw that, you know, when you said that Red's and you talk a lot, and Red said, "What are you talking about?" And I know.
So embarrassing.
That's both embarrassing and hurtful. I get it. You know, and I think so. You should get some help regarding your problems with women. I think so. I have faith in you that you can deal with them.
I think does the VA have access to mental health stuff?
I'm sure they do. And if
it might take a couple years to get it, but he'll get it.
Yeah, but you know he can. And it's quite. You have admitted it yourself that you have psychological problem with women, so you should go and get help for it. You should. I have faith in you. And we're just asking questions. We're just worried about your pets. Pets are the most, you know, they're part of family. And
but they are cheap to transport. There's no need to spend more money than you have to transport an animal. They'll be fine in cargo for 1 day, in a
1 day or 2 days,
in the cold.
You know, with no place to shit and piss, you know, sitting in their own shit and piss. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, while they're suffering from anxiety.
Yeah. And loud noises. Yeah. So yeah. Jason, get some help. That's all.
Yeah, so for anybody who didn't figure this out, because of course there's always going to be some dumbasses who probably missed the beginning, and I definitely recommend checking out the beginning, because I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy with how that turned out. This is a fucking joke. We're doing...
Jason's a joke.
we're doing the exact thing that Unirock does to us daily for hours and hours and hours. We were told by that community and by them that just asking questions was perfectly fine. And so if they don't answer our questions, I mean, it's only reasonable for what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? And so if you guys can't put 2 and 2 together, there's no hope for you. And I wish you adieu and have a good night.
Parody.
Have a good night.
Dance, motherfuckers.
Bye.
Got a psychological problem with women.